What's up, everybody? I'm Dirt Steve, and I'm here with a little quick video for New Year's. Happy New Year, 2024, dogs. It's actually not the New Year for me. This is actually still December. I think it's the 29th, the date of the video. I mean, I don't really care. Also, you might hear a car in the background. I got my car running. I've got to run it a little bit, I've been off work for this whole last week and a half or so. I've got to start the car so the battery don't go dead on us and whatever other reasons there are to start the car for no reason. But anyway, all that stuff aside, Happy New Year. It's a new year for, when you're watching this, it'll be out on the 1st. And I know it hasn't really been that long since the last update video, but there was a reason I wanted to make this. And plus, I just want to have a New Year video because part of me is like, I wish I could do more vlogs acknowledging a holiday. Because, I had the video come out on Christmas and it wasn't Christmas themed at all. And I was like, should probably do a little thing for holidays more, And I used to do that a lot back in the day. Like, even Veterans Day, I did a video for Veterans Day, like, years and years and years ago. But yeah, I figured I'd just make this quick little video to mainly not just say Happy New Year from me, from Dirt Steve, but also because, also it's cold as hell out here right now, by the way. I'm not, like, super, super cold, but it's cold. It's a pretty cold day. And a rainy, wet day, too, which is, a good combination. Which I actually do like it cold in the time it's supposed to be cold. Some people are like, oh, it's so cold out. I'm like, it's supposed to be cold out. It's winter time. But I guess this weird weather's been giving us all, everybody, the idea that you can have warm days too, which I don't like that myself. But getting sidetracked, main reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to talk about a few things with the channel in January, mainly January, and February maybe as well. So basically, as you all know, Persona 3 Portable has been my longest, current long-running series. It's going to be Raza for sure in an episode count, which kind of blows my mind a little bit. But Raza did have a few streams in it. This has been a purely videos, no streams. Hell, I could stream it. That's an idea. But basically the idea here is, or the plan, and I wanted to discuss this. So today, the day you're seeing this, you'll have a teardown video. That will be the last teardown video you see for a while, maybe. Unless I just get the urge to want to play it again over this stretch of time and put one out with Persona 3 also, which would be hard to do. It's one of the reasons why I'm planning to not do it. But basically, teardown will be paused for the whole month of January. Unravel's paused. Every series except Pokemon Ruby, because that comes out on the weekends, and that's kind of fun, Everything's paused with those two series. Persona 3 Portable, Pokemon Ruby does like 2023, 2024 run. Because basically, this makes it to where I can really focus down that game and get it done before the remake comes out. Because the remakes come out very soon. Or the remake. I'm used to saying remakes because Pokemon games, when they get remakes, you could say the remakes, because they do 2 games usually. They don't just do 1 game. Because, even though all those old games had just 1 game, because you had Emerald and Platinum, but they didn't remake those. They remade the original games to make more money, that mucho dinero, I said that's so weird. Mucho dinero. I don't know how you would say that in Spanish or Mexican, or in a Mexican accent. Of course, I know Mexican's not a language, but that's like, Spanish for a lot of money, mucho dinero, I'm being cringy. That's what I do. I'd be cringy. That's how, I can't, there's a reason I quit doing these vlogs, because they're so cringe, or really cringy, but I'm like, sometimes it's just the easiest to talk directly to a camera instead of having to do a bunch of theatrics and edit the video, all that stuff, just to talk about something that shouldn't be that hard to talk about. But yeah, the other thing, besides just that, 2 or 3 things that could happen with Persona 3 Portable over the month of January. Now, either A, first option, I keep the video 30 minutes long, but near the end of the month, or maybe halfway through the month, once it's getting closer to the game's release, I start dropping 2 videos a day. Now that sounds, two, yeah, this way. You couldn't really see it. It looks all weird this way. 2 videos a day. The other option, do hour-long videos again. Because if you didn't know, if you have no idea, as earlier in 2023, I was doing hour-long videos once a week. Because Raza was the main series on the channel for a bit there, all the way up until July. When it finally finished. And Persona 3 Portable was like the secondary series. You'd have one of those a week that was an hour long, almost an hour around there, and Raza would come out. I could go back to that, but instead of it being once a week, it could be, every day, of course, like every main day of the week, because the weekends will be Ruby still. And it's possible also that I might be uploading Persona 3 Portable on those days as well. I'm not sure how it's going to go down yet, because it's going to be tough beating this game before the month's over. There's quite a bit of game left from where I'm at right now in the game, and you can probably tell if you've been watching the series at all, you know how far I'm in the game. So that's the other option, making hour-long videos. It's just the only problem with that is it makes it harder to record them, but like, you get less recorded in that amount of time, but that would make it also to where I'm not having to edit, put thumbnails and stuff on videos as often. Like, it's just, instead of having 2 30-minute videos a day, you have the 1 hour video. So I think that makes more sense. That's probably what's going to be what happens instead of 2 30-minute videos. That's the more likely option. But the third option, it's possible that I might end up deciding, fuck it, we're just going to stream it all, and we'll just do a bunch of live streams for the month, and just do it that way. But probably not that. It'll probably end up being videos. I'm not sure yet. Maybe towards the end of the month, maybe I might start just, if there's still a lot of game and it would be a lot of videos to finish it, I might live stream it just to get it done and out of the way. But basically, that's the main thing I want to talk about. So every series will be taking a break, but Ruby and Persona 3 Portable up until February, and most likely P3P that series will be experiencing some changes as to how those videos come out and how long they are, and whether or not I stream them or not. And I guess the last thing would be most likely when Reload drops, Persona 3 Reload, I'm not sure how it's going to happen, because like with Persona 5, they blocked the gameplay recording on PS5 and PS4, and Royal, they blocked it for the new content. There's a chance they do it again for this new game, and what would likely happen, now I do still want to do a playthrough on it, I really do. What I'm likely to do is I'm going to try to invest in Elgato and try to figure out how that works, or however people are recording their gameplay nowadays, and try to figure that out before it comes out, and then we can just have that ready to go as a backup option if I can't do the typical recordings. And maybe if I like it better, we might just do that from everything from now on. Not sure. But yeah, I'm getting cold as hell. It's getting colder out here. Happy New Year once again. That's the update. I'm just going to suck ass going to work the next day that you see this. But hey, it happens. So yeah, it's just life. You got to work. It's going to suck. You have to get used to it again. But that's just how life is. And New Year's coming. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And goodbye.